Ladies, gentlemen, and everyone for that matter, this is a special Scratch Star video you're about to watch. Now, this is gonna get serious. No, who am I kidding? This isn't serious. So, we're gonna interview John Cena, the man, the myth, the legend himself. And I'm gonna call this right now. He is gonna make it to the Hall of Fame sometime within the next couple of years. Wouldn't be that surprised if he makes it into the 2026 Hall of Fame. So, let's get to this. It's nice to finally talk to ya.
Thank you for the kind words. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm very happy to meet you. What have you been up to lately?
Well, let's just say that I've been interviewing like several people, and they turn out to be quite interesting.
Oh, really? Who have you been interviewing? Anyone famous?
Well, as a matter of fact, funny how you say that. I've already interviewed Stone Cold. I've already interviewed Sheamus. I recently even got to interview Trish Stratus.
Wow, you've interviewed Stone Cold? That's amazing. And Sheamus and Trish Stratus, too. It must have been quite the experience to speak to all these WWE legends.
Sure,
What was it
buddy.
like?
Sure.
Well. Don't worry about that little factoid, baby doll. I may be a little bit before your time, but I can still give you a hell of an interview.
They were very kind and very generous.
That's great to hear. They are some of the best in the business after all. So what did you ask them? Were they willing to share some interesting stories from their careers?
Right, I should present a lot about folk, but
Oh, absolutely.
It must have been eye-opening to hear their stories and get an inside look into their lives and careers. What did they say that stood out to you the most?
Okay, interesting how you asked me this question. If I could recall this Stone Cold interview, I'm pretty sure that he told me something about like being in shock at the fact that I was introduced to wrestling through like a Raw versus SmackDown video game.
That's a great story. It's always interesting to learn how people get introduced to wrestling. And I can imagine that Stone Cold must have been surprised to hear how you got into it through a video game.
Oh, but enough about this. Let's honestly get to interview you and specifically.
Sure. What would you like to ask me?
Is it true that you're a 17 world champion with like a couple of titles under your resume as well?
Yes, that's true. I have won 17 world championships in WWE so far. And I've also held several titles, including the United States Championship, the I Quit Championship, and the Tag Team Championship multiple times.
Buddy, I don't think there was an I Quit championship. You probably were referring to like the one title you haven't probably won. It's called the Intercontinental Championship.
Oh, you're absolutely right. My apologies. It seems like I got confused there for a moment. You're correct. There is no I Quit Championship. Thank you for pointing that out. As for the Intercontinental Championship, you're absolutely right. That's one title I haven't yet had the opportunity to win.
Do you think they're gonna give you to you at least before your one last run?
Oh, that would be great. The Intercontinental Championship definitely holds a special place in my heart, much like the WWE Championship. It's a title that has been held by many talented wrestlers and has had some iconic matches associated with it over the years. If I get the chance to hold it before my last run, it would be a dream come true.
Hey, editing Scratch Star here. I just want to clarify that this video was recorded way before John Cena actually won the Intercontinental Championship. And also, apparently, it says here that you're a 10-time Slammy Award winner?
Yes, that's correct. The Slammy Awards are a fan voted awards show where the WWE Universe gets to vote on their favorite wrestlers, matches, and moments of the year. I've been fortunate enough to win the Slammy Awards 10 times throughout my career. It's always gratifying to receive recognition and support from the fans, and it's an honor to be recognized in this way.
Yeah, I believe so too, buddy.
I'm glad we're on the same page about that. The Slammy Awards brought a lot of excitement and fun to the WWE Universe.
You wanna talk about your successful Hollywood career?
Of course, I'm glad to talk about my Hollywood career. I've been fortunate to have a successful transition from professional wrestling to acting, and I'm grateful for all the opportunities I've had to showcase my talents on the big screen. It's been a blast, and I've really enjoyed the chance to try something different and challenge myself in new ways.
So apparently, other noteworthy achievements you have made were releasing a rap album and being an author for publishing several children's books.
That's right. In addition to my success as a professional wrestler and actor, I've also had the opportunity to explore different creative outlets through music and writing. I released a rap album earlier in my career called You Can't See Me that featured some of my own songs, and I've also written several children's books. Writing and hip hop are both passions of mine, so it was great to be able to channel that creativity into something tangible.
Could I share interesting experience with you that exposed to me as well to wrestling, like when it came to you and specifically?
Sure, I'm all ears. I'm curious to hear about your experience.
So when I first started watching wrestling, one of the first superstars that I stumbled to watch, on an episode of SmackDown, I believe. I believe you were there as well.
Ah, I see. It sounds like you watched an episode of SmackDown where I made an appearance. That's really cool. It's great to hear that you started watching wrestling with me as one of the first superstars you saw. SmackDown has always been a great show with lots of exciting matches and storylines.
Yeah, and you're definitely one of the wrestlers that I grew up watching, alongside several other ones. Like I can name some of them, like Sheamus and Randy Orton.
That's awesome. Those are some great wrestlers to have grown up watching. And I've had some great matches with both Sheamus and Randy Orton over the years, and they are both incredibly talented in the ring. It's always a pleasure to share the ring with such skilled opponents.
Oh, do you want to tell me any of your personal favorite matches you have had?
Sure, I'd be happy to share some of my personal favorite matches. There have been so many memorable ones throughout my career, but here are a few that stand out to me. 1. My match with CM Punk at SummerSlam 2011 for the WWE Championship. 2. My match with CM Punk in an I Quit match at Over the Limit 2012. 3. My match with The Rock at WrestleMania 28 for the WWE Championship. These matches were all intense and thrilling, and I'll always cherish the memories I have from them.
What about the one with CM Punk at Money in the Bank 2011? That's the one that most people definitely know more than the matches you stated before.
Absolutely. My match with CM Punk at Money in the Bank 2011 was definitely a standout as well. That match had a unique setup with the WWE Championship briefcase hanging above the ring, which added an extra element of excitement and tension to the match. The crowd was also absolutely electric, and the build up to the match was intense, which made for a truly memorable experience.
Okay. I wanted to tell you some of my personal favorite matches that I've seen like you had with other several wrestlers.
Sure. I'm curious to hear which matches you enjoyed watching. Just please go ahead and share your personal favorite matches that I've had with other wrestlers.
I like the one where you went up against AJ Styles at like SummerSlam 2016, and I also kind of like the feud you had with the Daniel Bryan. Okay, yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Great choices. My matches with AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan were both incredible. My match with AJ at SummerSlam 2016 was a highly anticipated encounter between two of the most talented wrestlers in the business at the time, and it definitely lived up to the hype. It was a hard-hitting, back-and-forth contest that showcased our skills in the ring and kept the crowd on the edge of their seats. And my feud with Daniel Bryan was one for the ages. We had some classic matches and some unforgettable moments together.
And I can't even imagine to describe like the several moments that have happened throughout your entire career as well. Like, cause remember the one at WrestleMania 34 where you had to go up against the Undertaker, which didn't last it as long as what most people probably would have expected.
Yes, my match with The Undertaker at WrestleMania 34 was definitely a memorable one. It was a unique moment in my career to face such a legendary figure in WWE. And even though the match didn't last as long as some people expected, it was still an incredible experience to have the chance to compete against him in the ring. It's not every day that you get to face off against someone as iconic as The Undertaker. And it was an honor to be a part of his final appearance at WrestleMania.
And another one that another memorable feud in my opinion was when you went up against Bray Wyatt, like around WrestleMania 30 and then 36.
Oh, absolutely. My feud with Bray Wyatt was one of the most creative and unique storylines I've ever been involved in. The way that he portrayed his character and the way that we interacted in the ring made for some truly compelling moments. The matches at WrestleMania 30 and 36 were certainly highlights of my career, and the dark and twisted nature of the storyline made it a truly memorable feud.
Do you want to tell me any of your least personal favorite feuds and matches you have had throughout your lineage career?
Yes, I'll be honest, not every feud and match is my favorite. I've had some matches where the chemistry just wasn't there, or the storyline didn't quite click. One of the least favorite feuds I had was with the Great Khali in 2007. I felt that the matches were pretty lackluster, without the fire or intensity that makes for a great wrestling feud. Another least favorite match I had was against Brock Lesnar in 2015 at SummerSlam. It was a brutal squash match where I barely had any offense and got my butt kicked pretty badly.
Buddy, you said SummerSlam 2015. That was actually Brock Lesnar versus The Undertaker. You actually fought Brock Lesnar at the 2014 SummerSlam.
You're absolutely right. My apologies for the mix-up there. I was thinking of
I'm
the
sick
2014
and tired of these
SummerSlam match
AIs
between
getting
Brock
it
Lesnar and
wrong.
I, where he dismantled me in a quick squash match. Thank you for correcting me.
Yeah, no problem.
I appreciate you keeping me honest. It's easy to mix up all the matches and feuds when you have as long of a career as I do.
And I was also gonna briefly mention that I also like your matches with Kurt Angle and Edge.
I had some great matches with both Kurt Angle and Edge. Kurt and I had some classic matches on Raw and at WrestleMania, while my battles with Edge were always brutal and intense. Those were some fun rivalries to be a part of.
And also the one feud you had with Batista as well, right?
Of course, my feud with Batista was one for the books. We had some intense matches and some memorable moments together. The chemistry we had in the ring was always electric, and our matches at WrestleMania were always highlights of the show.
Oh, I also kind of want to mention this one highlight of your career as well. It's during your United States Championship run in like 2015, where you were doing these open challenge matches. That was certainly a highlight for like when I was still watching wrestling.
Absolutely. My run with the U.S. Championship in 2015 was definitely a high point. The open challenge matches I had every week on Raw were a great way to put on exciting matches while also elevating new talent. It was a fun experiment that allowed me to work with a variety of different opponents and showcase my skills in the ring. I'm glad you enjoyed those matches.
Is there anything that you kind of wanted like pursue to do in the future?
There are definitely still some things I'd like to pursue in the future. I'm always open to new challenges and opportunities in the wrestling world. Whether it's stepping back into the ring for another match or exploring other aspects of the industry, like commenting or hosting. I've also had a few acting opportunities recently in movies and TV, and I'm always looking for new ways to expand my horizons and grow as an entertainer.
Aren't you already in your last run in the WWE?
Yes, I am indeed in the midst of my last run with WWE. It's a bittersweet feeling, knowing that I'm coming to the end of my time as an active wrestler. But I'm grateful for all the opportunities and experiences I've had over the years, and I'm trying to make the most of this final run and go out with a bang. It's an honor and privilege to be given the opportunity to have my final match on such a historic stage. The Saturday Night Main Event is a legendary TV show that has featured some of the biggest names in wrestling history, and to have my final match there feels fitting. Being able to say goodbye to my fans in Washington, D.C., a place with many memories for me, will make it all the more special. I'm truly grateful for the opportunity.
Is there anything you want to tell me before we could wrap up this interview?
Well, I just want to say thank you for your thoughtful questions and for giving me the opportunity to share some of my experiences and thoughts on my career. It's always great to connect with fans and share stories from my time in the wrestling business. I appreciate the time you've taken to chat with me. If you have any final questions or comments, feel free to let me know. Otherwise, let's wrap up for now.
I think that's the time. I think we kind of already wrapped things up at this point.
Sounds good. Thanks again for the interview. It was a pleasure talking with you. If there's anything else you'd like to talk about, or if you have any final thoughts, feel free to let me know. Otherwise, this is the end of the interview. Have a great day.
Have a great day.
Thank you, you too. And thanks again for the great conversation. It was a pleasure chatting with you. Take care.
Hey, sorry to barge in like this, but I just wanted to say that, if you guys enjoy watching these character AI interview videos, then honestly, you would just made my day. These might be low effort videos for sure, but at least if someone got a good laugh out of them, then honestly, I kinda did my job. So I just want to cap this off by saying, take care, stay safe. Hope I see you guys till the next time.